like never doing well, but I'm gonna try. Um, Something strange just happened, so I'm gonna do a sound check. Uh, and I may as well plug you in. Um, okay. Where do I go to see my streams? I go to humanism.org, and this used to say beta. I upped it to 1.0, which I could explain when I added this paragraph, which I don't love, but um, I don't have the energy to explain that. Oh, I'm trying to do a sound check. Hello? I mean, I guess that's working. It wasn't very loud, but I'm in a room with a fan, so hi. Okay. Uh, I've got a lot on my mind. Um, but number one, I'm changing my sheets. So I'll start with that. I have a I have a doctor's appointment in a few hours, and I haven't slept last night, so I have to keep myself active to make the doctor's appointment. I'm wearing my super short shorts, and I shouldn't be wearing them because they're so old. The elastic is done, and they could anyway. And I bought a replacement for them, but I don't like the replacement that I bought. So um, it's a warm day, and I avoid expenses, so my air conditioning is not. Um, I mean, that's one reason for not wearing much. Um, oh my gosh, beds are amazing. So I'm washing sheets right now, but I have two sets. So the other set that I like goes on while I still have, I mean, I never have any energy, but oh, I was going to take another dose of medicine. Mm, well, I'm gonna try. Okay, this is okay. So I wonder what the word intelligence means. Phew, I just know what intelligence means. I will definitely take these sheets with me when I move. They're so soft, and it is so hard to find soft sheets. Um, I like to look up words at Wiktionary. Intelligence, because I care about the etymology. Oh, wow. The intel part, the beginning part, like intel, is between. But this is saying the legends part is I speak, I choose, I mean to choose. But the number one is to choose or to select. Like, wow. The reason that floors me is that I think of intelligence as the ability to make decisions. And so, you know, does that etymology suggest that intelligence means to the ability, like to choose between? I don't know. I'd have to read more. But, you know, if I ever write my book, that's good information. Okay, it's hard to tuck the ones on that side, but whatever. And I'm just going to push it in. I don't know why over time it gets away from the wall, like toss and turn so much. Okay. Next, let me see. The I have the darndest time. You know, that actually is a word that makes sense. I have the darndest time hitting the little buttons to switch from front facing to rear facing. I would like those to be easier. Okay. Get down on it. Get down on it. What I'm trying to build towards is lying down on top of a massager, but it's taking, you know, I'm a little bit on autopilot because there's just things that I've got to do. Um, Something I could talk about uh, well, like I need to go back and rewatch my stream to know why I was looking up intelligence in the first place. Um, like the fact that it's exactly in keeping with my theory is blowing me away a little bit because I mean, I think what I was getting ready to say is that I find decision making to be the sort of measure of human functioning. And so this has polyester in it. Um, so, like for instance, right then, right there, ADHD. Like I chose to interrupt my previous. Oh no, it's 100% cotton. Okay, so I have this idea, but it's stretchy. Interesting. I didn't know cotton could be stretchy. I have this idea that maybe when I move, I'll just get rid of all my polyester because they're hot, they're itchy, they're I don't know, like I don't like them. And I was thinking, oh, this one's polyester and I like it, and then it claims to be 100% cotton. Um, but I mean, you make a decision, you come up with an idea. Well, then you're giving yourself tasks. I'm sure this one's 100% cotton. Can't see. But bending over is good. Like I like the fact that this doesn't have a tag, but I don't like the fact that it's illegible. Also, does it have a secret tag on the no. Okay, so I mean this has been washed numerous times. Well whatever, I'm keeping this one anyway. I don't have that many Princeton shirts. Dadoy. Okay. But I think this one is you know what, I don't think this is a good use of my time right now. So, I'm just demonstrating how decisions are made. This has been watched so many times that it's oh no, this one I like and it's cotton, I think. You know what? I don't need to read labels. I can just decide if I like how it feels on my body or not, and that's how I decide what I'm taking with me when I move. Most things, I mean, I'm in a phase. I'm entering a phase where I'm getting rid of most of my things. So um, it's just good to think about it. Oh, interesting. So, like another way of talking about intelligence and making decisions would be like processing information. So we're receiving information from our senses, just constantly, and um, I also sometimes say that focus and attention uh, what is what we call intelligence. Um, oh God, there was somebody I was quote unquote supposed to. I mean, it doesn't matter. Deciding what matters, decisions. Um, Beautiful view of my hand. So I find it difficult to process when, in order to talk about these things, I have to use. Okay, I didn't wash this pillowcase because it's falling apart, and I've talked about it before. This brand, Snow, Snowe, is bad. It was soft, but it's poorly constructed. I wonder if they have a warranty. But the thing is that the same brand as the sheets I'm using? Yes. My hesitation was that there was a brand. I bought sheets from Brooklinen and Snow, and I don't know, maybe more than that. I bought sheets from. I was trying to compare and find soft sheets because the ones that I had that were the best from Bed Bath and Beyond, well, Bed Bath and Beyond went out of business, and plus the way capitalism works is they just don't make the same thing. Uh, I don't know. You just can't find the same thing. They're always changing things up. Even a Lacoste shirt, which is unbelievable that they changed that formula and it's worse now, which is fine. I just don't need to be. Well, you know what? I would buy them if they hadn't changed them. I would buy them because I like how they feel. And oh, this isn't. This isn't. This. I want this. This cord isn't very long. Um, So I'll take this extension cord. What's wrong with it? So, one of the things people will say is like about the difficulties of living today, modern problems, is, we're not meant to know so much, so many, the lives of so many people. I mean, I would say we're definitely not meant to mistreat so many people. I mean, that part is really bad. It'd be nice if we just uh, were treating people well. Then maybe it would be a good feeling that we knew what was going on with so many different people in the world. Okay, I've got less than an hour until I want to leave my appointment. And I'm going to lie back with this massager running while I process this laundry. But wait, you also get Hmm. Okay, so my sheets are clean, but the soles of my feet are definitely not clean. So let's make sure that they're hanging off the bed. Oh God, yes. Okay. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to, I need, this isn't, let's see, let's try this, this, the feet going this way, and maybe another pillow or two. Oh, can I turn off the heated part? Yeah, it's hot today. Something doesn't feel right. Um, oh, because of the pillows. I need to be leaning against the corner. Okay, okay, okay. Also, this pillowcase does not make the cut. Um, okay. So, what's the next answer? to dirty feet on the bed. How about putting something down? Whoop. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, can I process my laundry? Not really, because this requires a hanger. No, the sheet doesn't require a hanger. Although I've seen sheets hanging before. I guess that's some weird old fashioned. All right, I need a pillow on my head. I just for fun, I sprayed a spritz of some expensive. Okay, now I'm so pushed up that my the massager is no longer in the right place. I don't know, like, does this happen to other people? Because I need 1,000 pill. Ow, ow. This massager is so intense. I need 1,000 pillows. I really should just take the pill, uh, take the next dose, because that has a lot to do with what's going on with me. But I think I wanted to talk about how something about deciding and okay, this feels polyestery, but I like the way it looks, and I wear it to be seen 60/40. So, and my head's still not being supported. Just don't fucking know. Okay. Okay, what's this? These are shorts. I need to take the pill. Baby, bring me medicine. I live alone. I'm sweating. All right, I'm gonna go take the pill. It just, it bugs me. It bugs me because I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm addicted to it, but I need it to, I need it to do anything above terrible. And one of the things that kind of irks me about it is that when my problems were my mind, or when my were mostly, when my problems were mostly Emotional, I liked the numbing of alcohol. Here's another one that's ripped. Is it snow? It sure is. This is garbage. It just keeps getting mixed in with thing. I mean, it's a very old pillowcase that is ripped, but it's okay. It can be ripped because it's very, very old. But the snow one, I think I'll try to contact them and they'll be like, "You've had them 7 years or something." But you never know. Like maybe they are the kind of company that says we'll send you new ones. Or maybe I'll tell them I bought their sheets and another brand at the same time and the other brand. And if they want to know who, I'll say Brooklyn or Caven or whoever they are. Still works. Although that remains to be seen because right now I don't have a single pillowcase that's soft enough for my face and not broken. In case you're wondering why I didn't go get the pills yet, it's because I'm waiting until the massager runs its cycle. That's just an arbitrary external marker of time. Oh, like this one? Gross. This feels gross, gross, gross. I wouldn't put that on my face, I mean, unless I absolutely had to. It's really hard for me to find sheets because that it's not just a matter of a thread count number. That is not a sufficient, data point. I haven't found any reliable thing, and you can't even tell like if they let you feel it. It's really hard to tell in the packaging. The most recent set I got, I thought, oh, these feel good, and they're terrible by my standards. But that relates to the mistaken way I sleep. I don't sleep with my face up. I sleep with my face down, so my face is touching the pillow. Maybe if I had terrible pillows, I would learn to sleep face up, and that would solve my back problems and my, I don't know what, mental health problems, weight problems, everything. No, my weight problems are lack of exercise and eating poorly. I know I'll fix lack of exercise if I move, but I probably will eat all sorts of unhealthy yumminess. So pain is like data. It's a sensation. And for me it's constant and unpleasant and like it I can't solve it or resolve it and so it interferes with thinking, decision making, which means it gets in the way of functioning. So They still have Bed Baths and Beyonds in Mexico, and they still have Sears, but I don't know anything about what how they're run and what the merchandise is, or any of that. So the pain interferes with thinking, and kind of like if you haven't felt chronic pain, I'm trying to think like it's sort of like hunger or having to go to the bathroom or just like it's just this constant sensation that is highly distracting. I wonder what distract means. I think tract is like get across, so like preventing you from getting across. It's a guess. But intelligence is between sighting. I'm thinking, you think when people came up with these words, they knew like thousands of years later somebody would be using them and saying, why does everything come down to from, to, between, across? I suppose I could take a different approach and say that's because I can't, I obsess over God. Sometimes I just bend a weird way, and it's like I could freeze in that position. I'm the one who obsesses over etymology. If I wanted, I mean, I could just say intelligence means the first English dictionary definition, but I think of the etymology as um, the family history, the provenance, the like like the nature and nurture, or the so the etymology to me is like the biology of the word that's always there in the DNA, even when it has a new meaning on top. That's like the sociology or the nature or the nurture. Uh, we use the word nature to mean natural, but we also use it to mean preference. Like, well, I guess. when somebody says like something's in their nature, they mean that they can't control it. You can't help it. Oh, that reminds me of I was thinking about a definition of conservatism versus liberalism that is like a belief that human nature is bad or flawed. Hmm, I have to write. I have to figure that out later. It's not fully formed. Well, I might not have time. Well, let me think. I'm usually pretty good at figuring out time. It was, I said I had something like 50 minutes, and it's been maybe 20. I'm surprised the cycle on this thing is this long. I really thought it would turn off. Maybe when I clicked, I thought I was turning off the heat. Maybe I was turning off the timer. Okay, it just stopped. Okay, it just stopped. Hi, I'm living my messed up life of dealing with chronic pain. Um, okay, so it's been 20-ish minutes. Oh, actually, the stream would tell me, wouldn't it? Oh, that's 40 minutes. But then when did I start the stream? I don't know. I mean, I think it's been about 20 minutes since I sat down or whatever. Um, I've been spending a lot of time talking about how difficult it is to think with chronic pain. And I, I'm thinking now I should be taking you with me, but I'm trying to get things done. And one of the things I was saying about describing uh, pain is that I'm, I'm trying to hang up shirts, and so like it's just another thing that the brain is processing, but there's no resolution, there's no solution. It's just unpleasant stimulation without end. Um, and so that's why I'm going to walk into the other room and take the next dose of pain medication so that I can diminish the pain, so that I can like regain that processing space. Since I have to drive across town and okay, 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 okay. So I've been talking about cotton versus polyester in terms of in terms of the clothes I'm going to keep when I move. And um, here's a shirt I've always liked, and it's also 60/40. So maybe I can deal with it, but that other shirt I didn't like was 50/50. Hmm. But still, I don't know which things are worth keeping and which aren't. Oh boy. Um, okay, I thought I might make a return on my way to the doctor's appointment, and that's here. Oh my goodness, I thought the receipt was in here. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, that's disturbing. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I'll remember this is the receipt that doesn't state its return policy and tells you to go to its website to read it. Now, what is this? Creamsicle? Oh, this is. Oh, no wonder. So, believe it or not, I have had people um, compliment my videos because they're just natural. Like, this isn't how I want it to be, but I don't have the processing to fix it right now. All right, I really need to throw these away and find a replacement there. All right, so let's see if I do or don't like this 50-50. Oh, yes, for sure. No, I don't. So where am I putting things I don't want? Oh, so many decisions. Well, for now, I'll just move this lower drawer. But you know that lower drawer is mixed. Yes, I know it is. I've got weeks. I've got weeks. I was texting a friend today and talking about getting through my my suffering, getting pain relief, going to the doctor, etc. And they were talking about how they hope that I get relief, and I don't know. They phrased it in such a way. Well, see, my brain doesn't know. My left brain doesn't know what my right brain is doing. The thing about these sweatpants, I love them, but they're very baggy, so I guess I don't like them. Um, okay, I've got an hour and a half until my appointment. It probably takes a full half hour to get there, or more. Okay. Oh, so one of my I theories, like I think, is this what I'm gonna wear to the appointment? Maybe not. I'll leave that out as another option. Um, oh boy. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit more. that thing, a lie down massage thingy, and then I may not have time for a full doohickey, and I'll lie down with the screensaver on so I can see the clock, and I'll just keep talking. Earlier today, I was or yesterday, I was talking to my love about like what is the difference between stuff that we share and stuff that we keep private. And like, well, no wonder these are all loose. They don't have mates. No, this one does. Okay, one. I just found more Lucy's. Like, I'll go back and is this dirty or clean? Dirty. I'll go back and reread stuff that I put online in the 90s, but I'm not looking at notebooks that I have somewhere from the same time period. I'm not looking through boxes, just the in part before I was saying to him that something about sharing things publicly makes it more I said frisson, which apparently means shivers, but what I meant was it it I'll read your message in just a second. Um is the heater on? I don't want the heater. Um okay, our work is for ourselves. But even though I say that, like I want to sell things to make a living, I want to exist, and I like the approval and like like if something's for myself, then I don't have to show it to anybody. I do get something out of the process of like this talking or but I wouldn't be doing it if I weren't streaming it. I I discovered it a while ago, and it's like I'm having a talk therapy session, and it does or doesn't matter whether people are there or not. But since somebody's there, I do want to read. Um, I just don't feel like moving. I'll strain my eyes. Yeah, well, I whipped up some, oh, it's just an ad for some bullshit. No thanks. I'm full up of bullshit. Um, but that raises an interesting point too, because like doing something for money, it to the world is considered a legitimate reason, but to me is not considered a legitimate reason for doing something. It's how we end up with so much crap. I was trying to find out some information uh, from the Miami airport website, and like for one thing, it's a .com address, which is really annoying, but I'll get to why later, shortly. But I just think it's really annoying for government services to not be on a .gov address. There's something in the brain of, and I'm going to say conservatives that think that .com is better. And I'm not going to say just conservatives. I'm going to say everybody because people just think, well, that's what the internet is. The .com addresses are the most legit. Um, but, geez, I don't know. Decide when you get around to wearing them, you can decide if they're a match set. And this is not, and this is. But I could do black and white together. I don't know. Any of these three. Okay. Um, well, that was disturbing and distracting, thinking that I have somebody wanting to talk to me and then it's bullshit. It's never. You would think, okay, why doesn't it get old? Like, why do I still feel enraged when I get spam texts or spam emails? Um, I think it degrades human existence on a massive scale. And I think it makes, like, I sent text messages to my niece and nephew today, to, I don't know, some of them. And I felt like I had to reassure them that it was really me because, like, they haven't heard from time. And it's just, it sucks that human beings, like, commerce is interfering with the ability to be human, have relationships. So on the miamiairport.com website, it's and let me just say, I do not care if the well, I mean I do care. I was about to say if the organization makes money or whatever, it should be a .gov website. I mean, like it's there's no way that it's not. I mean, it has government, you know, TSA, and I mean it's a government function. Yeah, the airlines are not, but I didn't go to United. I went to the airport website, and it's got a link to the information that I want, and it's got like some pretty bad information, and it's very it's very PR, but not it's low on information and high on hype, which again, I mean, like I feel enraged that my bank is like that because I think they should be some sort of public trust and not, I mean, it's just, I'm just so anti-capitalist nowadays. So, nowadays, I mean, I just became this way from living in the hell that's here. So, anyway, one of the link that I needed, had been poached, had been stolen by some bullshit artists, scammers. And that took me back to the first time. So it was supposed to be some sort of Miami intermodal transportation, like it was supposed to be something official. And I was taking a link from the airport that's served by this MIA link to the other thing. The link, the link is in reality a train, and I was clicking to find out the information I needed to know. And like this is important because what I need to know is if I book, if I need, if I need to take this train, this link between the bus station and the airport, I need to know that it's going to be running. I need to know information about it. So, so I click the link and it goes to a completely made up pretend business website. Oh, but also like I guess it's written by AI or just some other kind of scammers, but because these scams existed before AI, my own website was taken over by this type of thing. So like, so the website, well, for one thing, it's a redirect. Then it's, uh, but it claims in the text to be like we used to call ourselves like Miami Intermodal Center, and now we go by like Auto Tech, whatever. Like it, but it wasn't even a real business. I don't understand this world. Like how do they scam people? Then it had so then I'm skimming it. I'm not reading it all. It's several paragraphs of bullshit. But like it sounds like they're saying they're a some kind of repair shop, which doesn't make sense that you would just take over the bus station and open up an auto repair shop. And then you scroll down, and then it's got photos of like our contributors, and they don't make any sense either. There's like somebody who's like a kid, like a college kid, and then like some old man from the 20s. I mean, like it just does not make sense. And they've got these bios that I didn't read. But I mean, like it's just so much bullshit. And I suppose somewhere on that page, maybe there's a link where they steal your info, or maybe just by landing on it, they've stolen my info. But like there's the Miami airport website has a link to this bullshit because the bullshitters purchased a link that used to be giving transportation information in Miami. So if I were a capitalist, I would look at that and say that the sorry, I just saw that I had another anyway. I can't believe that you'd still be watching if you sell stuff. I don't buy things. Anyway, I if I were a capitalist, I'd look at this situation and I'd say, well, businesses would never do this. They would guard their .com and they wouldn't let it get poached. And although, I mean, I was a business as an artist, but I'm not legit because I don't make a profit. That's how you determine what matters in the world. And I didn't renew my .com, and by the time I wanted to, because I couldn't afford it, and I was pouring all my money into my partner's career, which was a big mistake for me, for him too. He's dead now. Um, he is dead now, but and I don't think he'd be dead if he had stayed with him. But anyway, he made some lifestyle changes, and but I didn't renew my .com, and then whoever bought it turned it into a bullshit blog filled with keywords, and so like they're trying to game the SEO system, and it's just the thing I hate about capitalism. It's not that I hate commerce. It's not that I hate business. The thing that I hate about capitalism is that the highest goal of capitalism is to make money from doing nothing, is just to make money from money. So um, it creates this idea like scams are better than legitimate businesses that take hard work. And I've been watching a lot of cooking videos lately, and then I'll end up watching something that's like a, taste test of different cheeses, and there's always like the authentic. In this case, it was this authentic Italian method, and then the U.S. bullshit knockoffs. And they were talking about not cottage cheese, maybe ricotta. I don't know, but anyway, they were talking about like that there are people like the places that make them in Italy. Um, there's a part of the process where they scoop things, the curds or whatever, they scoop the cheese out, ladle it out by hand. And they're saying, well, of course, an American company's never going to do that, blah, 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 blah. And I just thought, but why not? I mean, like, there's something in the American idea, because money is the most important priority. So, but I mean, like, those companies in Italy are making a profit. Um, like, there are people who could be paid to make things in the traditional ways. We just choose not to. Uh, and in a way, that's a scam. It's a scam to cut corners to get to the end result. Like the in U.S. capitalism, the end justifies the means. The end is making money, and the means, it doesn't matter whether it's killing people or making garbage and serving it to people to eat, or coming up with a bullshit blog with a bunch of entrapping links. So, so to me, the problem is capitalism. And it made me doubt that the original airport website was legit because the airport website was a .com. And if it was a .gov, I would have felt that it was legit. I think services provided by the government should be under .gov so there's no mistake. Um, so anyway, so I go back to the airport website, and it's just so poorly made, so this is what burns me up about capitalism. So the theory would go, well, it sucks because it's the government and it's a service, but it's not making money, so there's no one doing it well, there's no one doing a good job. um I mean, I'm sure the airport makes money, I don't know, whatever, but it doesn't matter. Services aren't supposed to make money, and because of that, they're not considered important enough to do well. Like capitalism guarantees, like bad service is in the by design, Um, and especially because I mean, Republicans just don't believe, conservative-minded people don't believe in government doing anything good anyway. So, so they want the websites to be bad. They funnel them, to their cronies to design them, and they're always shitty. And it's just, I have seen there are such things as good websites. Um, the people who there was a branch of people dedicated to that, and of course they were all fired. I think I think I'm gonna have to trash this T-shirt too. So I need to go. I've got stuff to do. Um, I don't feel well. I've got to go to the doctor. I'll try to do one or two other things. But I mean, maybe the next message was, I'm not a bullshit artist. Ask me. Oh no, it's just more bullshit. Like, yeah. So what irked me? So I actually called. There was an 800 number, and I was like, well, I need to know the answer to this question about the hours of the airport shuttle. I call the 800 number, I ask a question, I get hung up on. I could have called back, but I didn't enjoy the experience. So, and then like off to the side, they've got links to their Facebook and their Instagram and their Twitter, and I'm like, this is what capitalism brain does. It like they do devote resources to advertising, boosting, social network, like marketing, but not actually providing information. Like it's all hype. Hype is more important than information, clarity, service. I mean, that's why like the my bank and stuff pisses me off too because I go like my bank is really terrible and their website is just full of the most photogenic, diverse people having the best time living and being, just thrilled with their bank. And it's bullshit because I mean those people are happy that they got paid to model that day, but you know, uh, it just stopped. So I guess does that mean it's been yeah, I guess it was another 15 minutes or more. So well that's good. I got some things done. Um I won't be adding you on anything, friend. Um I don't even understand why I would want to. Like you could be wonderful. I just don't understand being spoken to this way. So, like, you're enthusiastic about your projects. Um, you know, okay, that's not the way I live. Oh well, I gotta go. Bye.